Pressure valves control and regulate the hydraulic oil pressure in a complete system or individual sections. There are two types of pressure valve, the pressure relief valve and the pressure regulator. A pressure relief valve prevents oil pressure from exceeding a predefined limit. And this is how it functions. As pressure approaches the preset maximum value, the valve begins to open and some of the oil flows back to the reservoir. When the preset pressure, that is, the maximum system pressure, is reached, all of the oil flows back to the reservoir. This prevents pressure from rising any further. If pressure drops, for example because a directional control valve has reversed its direction, the pressure relief valve closes again. Every hydraulic system is protected by at least one pressure relief valve. Just one more word about pressure conditions in hydraulic systems. We have two basic situations. First, there is the dynamic situation. Here, for example, the highest pressure set at the pressure relief valve cannot be used as transmission or working pressure to move a load. The reason is that when the oil flows through valves and pipelines, there could be a loss of pressure. The loss can be as high as 25%. However, a dynamic situation can end up as the other type of situation, the static situation, when the piston of a cylinder has reached its end position. This means that the system reaches its highest power consumption when the actual work, in this case lifting, has been completed. But in a static situation, a hydraulic system can achieve its greatest force, because in this case, for example for clamping, the pressure set at the pressure relief valve can be most fully effective. The pressure regulator. If a system has two drive units that are to exert different amounts of force and thus require different pressures, a pressure regulator can limit the pressure for one drive to a lower value. The pressure at the valve output acts on a pilot piston. When pressure rises, the pilot piston is moved against the force of the spring shortly before it reaches the set value. Under certain conditions, this could happen while the piston is still moving in the cylinder. When the piston has reached its end position, the pressure continues to rise. This has the effect of the pilot piston closing off the pressure line completely, making it impossible to exceed the value set at the pressure regulator. This is a two-way pressure regulator. Its job is to limit the clamping pressure of this drill chuck to a predetermined value. If we were to use a two-way pressure regulator in this machine, changes in pressure would occur during the cutting of the thread. This, of course, would not be desirable. So we combined the function of a two-way pressure regulator with that of a pressure relief valve to form a three-way pressure regulator that keeps pressure constant during the work process. Pressure peaks from the system cause the pilot piston of the three-way pressure regulator to open the working line to the reservoir. This relieves any excess pressure and the preset maximum pressure is not exceeded.